Was he a better coach than a player, Mike, going back to your days when you had Dan?
You know, he's a good coach and a good player too, and a good person. So, obviously he's worked hard at his craft and always had a lot of energy, and had some time off. And every time you get time off, you get a chance to look at yourself and improve yourself. And he's trying to do that here. So I wish him luck every night, except when he plays us.
What stands out about Bilesman coach teams?
Oh, I don't know, but I thought we were here to talk about the Leafs, weren't we?
Usually.
Okay, let's do that then.
Where's Jake?
Where's he? Is at home? Because he's injured. He got injured.
Is it serious?
I don't know how serious it is. Day to day that usually means 10. I don't know the answers for any of that. Yeah.
What have you seen from P.A. Parento in the last little bit? And what would you like to see out of him going forward?
Well, he had 6 shots on net last game. I like that. I think he's been good on the power play. He's just like a lot of us. We got to compete every shift, all shifts, the whole shift, and we got to keep our feet going. So as a group of forwards, we're trying to be better at that, and we'd like to spend more time in the offensive zone. But if you don't win pucks, you don't win races, and you're not heavy on it, you have a hard time playing the offensive zone. But he fits in good with the group that way. We could all get better in that area.
Watching yesterday seems to be a real importance placed on the agility of your blue line, whether it be a forward and a defenseman, to open up those shooting lanes.
Well, I just think every day you're trying to obviously make your players better, and being able to skate and move with the puck is important, whether you're a forward or a D-man, but you got to find a way to get the puck to the net. They're trying not to let it get to the net. You got to find a way to get it there, and then you got to have someone there when it arrives.
Mike, why is the 40-second shift important to you?
Well, because science would tell you that you're running out of gas. It's the kind of sport that you build up lactic acid in your legs and you can't keep playing. And so, to me, it's just a science thing. Is that's the way your body's built. That's the way it works. So, the other thing I like about 40-second shifts is when you add it up 40 seconds at a time, and if you share it evenly, whether you go a minute at a time, you end up with the same amount of ice time, except you're fresher. It just kind of makes sense to me. Well, he's an intelligent guy who tries to make the people around him better. He's another guy who, just like PA, you got to dig in, you got to move your feet. Is the problem with the game today? You might have real good hands, and you might be able to make real good touches when you get it, but who's getting it for you? You actually got to go get it sometimes. So that's another challenge for him. Is you got to get involved each and every night and compete to have pucks so you can make plays and so you can score.
As you've come in here, from what you're trying to instill in this team, what have you seen that you like, that the guys have listened to and they've caught on to, and maybe what are some of the things that obviously all season long, and as long as you're here, you'll keep trying to hammer home here?
Well, I just think the big thing is that they're listening every day, and they've been great. They've tried to get better each and every day. That doesn't guarantee you success. The other thing about it is under the gun, you revert back to who you were or who you are. And so until we get those things to be automatic, we're going to see moments like that. But I like the majority of things we're trying to do. We've just had some lapses.
Mike, when you start in a new city as a new coach, what's the biggest challenge?
Finding a good restaurant, finding a place to get your hair cut, figuring out how to get back and forth through traffic when you don't really know the city, getting some furniture. Like if you go buy it on your own, your wife kicks you out of the house. If you don't buy it on your own, she orders special stuff and it takes long and you don't have no furniture, stuff like that.
How are you doing with it?
Outstanding, outstanding. Okay, what else?
Mike, looking at, I'm doing a piece on coaching challenges, and you were the first one to
Well, Brewer was the first one to do it. I just stood on the bench, though. Okay, go ahead.
Fair enough. Just what are your thoughts of 3 weeks in on how they're working, and is it too early to really judge?
Well, I just think the idea is to get it right. If I'm a referee or a linesman at the end of the night, I want to have got it right. I think of nothing worse than those guys trying to do it right, and because we get to slow it down and rewind it. The public gets to watch you make the wrong call over and over again. That makes no sense to me. Just get it right. With today's technology, it takes about 2 seconds.